A piece of paper is pushed to the middle of a beat-up kitchen table. Charlie, a man in his mid-30s, sits to the far side of the table. He looks up, asking what it is. His girlfriend, Gwen, early 40s, stares down to him, on the brink of an explosion. She asks if he's been listening at all. It's the map of the inside of the house she's been cleaning all day. The house is set for an estate sale, and it's full of expensive items she wants him to steal. She leans down to him, telling him that the money they'd make selling the items could finally let them move out of his mother's basement. And besides, she reminds him, he owes her. Charlie stands in the tall shrubs surrounding the house where Gwen has sent him. He looks about and sees no one near, nor any lights on. He approaches the house. Using a key she provided, Charlie opens the back door and slips inside, but doesn't notice the silent alarm he's triggered when opening the door. Charlie steps from the kitchen and into the main portion of the house. Estate sale tags are attached to items throughout. Charlie looks to the hand-drawn map Gwen gave him. The X marking leads him to a stack of boxes beside a fireplace. Opening the box, Charlie sees various pieces of porcelain packed neatly inside. As Charlie reaches in to pick up one porcelain vase, a sound draws his attention. He stands and sees the approaching reflection of an elderly woman, Amelia, in the glass of the hutch beside him. Startled, Charlie loses his grip on the vase. The vase hits the floor and shatters. He kneels, reaching for the shattered vase. Its razor-sharp edges gouges into his palm. Amelia recoils in fright, concerned about his hand, the wound unquestionably deep. She tells him to follow her so she can attend to his wound. Charlie looks to her, unaccustomed to compassion. Charlie opens a medicine cabinet, pulling a bottle of hydrogen peroxide from it, and pours it over his hand. Amelia tells him to wrap the wound with gauze and sit, with the hand held up to slow the bleeding. Amelia looks to him for a moment. She knows she didn't see him with the cleaning crew who was in the house today, preparing for the estate sale. Charlie tells her about Gwen and that he feels he owes her for taking care of him while he kicked his drug habit. Gwen had told him that if he broke into the house for her, they could be on even ground. Amelia tells him that Gwen reminds her of her sister Beatrice. There was a time when they were close, when Amelia worshipped her. But that all changed when Beatrice found love letters that a young man had been giving to Amelia. As the older sister, Beatrice was expected to marry first, so their father interceded, promising the young man he could marry Beatrice instead. Amelia's father came to her with a present on the day of Beatrice's wedding. Inside the box he handed her was a small porcelain figurine of two girls holding hands. Her father told her that she was like a porcelain figurine, which could take years to hone its beauty. For now, she needed to wait. She stood aside, just as she was told. But years passed, and she never found another man she loved in the way that she'd loved that man. And every year, on Beatrice's anniversary, her father gave her another piece of porcelain, like it was a way of reminding her that she wasn't ready. But her heart was broken, and she had no desire to push back. She let her father tell her what to do because she felt she owed it to him. She tells Charlie that his debts to Gwen, like the debt she felt toward her father, is an unending well to a person who doesn't have your best interest at heart. A rumbling grows from within the house, just outside the bathroom. The door to the bathroom bursts open, and two police officers storm in, telling Charlie not to move, as Amelia hides behind the door. A police officer attends to Charlie's wounds as he sits in the foyer of the house. The room is filled with other officers and employees who will oversee the estate sale. They are surveying the room to see if Charlie took anything. The officers make fun of Charlie, saying that the only thing he was successful at was breaking in to patch up his hand. Charlie tells them that the old lady that lives here insisted he use her supplies. Looking over the paperwork, the officer looks at Charlie, dumbfounded. She tells Charlie that they're having the estate sale, because the owner, Miss Amelia Piovani, passed away 2 weeks ago. Charlie tries to look around the officers passing by, insisting that Amelia can't be dead, that he was just talking to her. At that moment, Charlie looks beyond them and sees Amelia, kneeling down by the broken porcelain vase. He screams for the officers to look at her, but when they do, Amelia is no longer there. As the police cart Charlie away, he looks to see Amelia ascending the staircase, only now becoming clear to him that he is watching her ghostly form. Police lights pulse as Charlie settles into the police car. He looks to the house. A movement in a window catches his eyes. Charlie sees Amelia standing there, her eyes sorrowful, her face gentle. She smiles softly, raising her hand. The pulse of the lights temporarily blind Charlie, but he turns his eyes back to the window. It's empty. Amelia's face is no longer there. The police car pulls from the drive, taking Charlie away, moving past the estate sale sign in the yard.